The success paradox. Why your goals are killing your progress. Most people fail not because they lack discipline, but because they are playing the wrong game. They treat their health like a project and their career like a habit. They get the math completely backward. If you have ever felt like you are running on a treadmill, doing good things every day, but never actually getting anywhere, it is because you haven't mastered the rule of thumb. Today, we are breaking down the invisible architecture of success. Why complexity is your best friend and why your daily habits might actually be a trap. The what versus the how. First, we have to draw a line in the sand. On one side, you have project, on the other, you have habits. A project is about the what. It has a finish line. Think about buying your first home or getting a specific promotion at work. You know exactly when it's done because the keys are in your hand or the title is on your business card. It is measurable, it is final, and it requires a begin with the end in mind strategy. A habit is about the how. It is a journey with no destination. Saving 10% of every paycheck or walking 30 minutes every morning. There's no day where you say, I'm done being a saver or I'm finished being healthy. Habits don't define your results, they define your identity. If you save, you're a financially free person. If you move, you're physically fit. It's so simple. The moat. Why hard is better? Here's where most people get it wrong. They want their goals to be easy, but the reality is completely different. Complexity is a competitive advantage. Think about a high level career goal, like becoming a specialized engineer or a senior executive. It is a complex project. It requires deep planning, experimentation, and massive mental energy. Because it is hard, there is moat around it. Very few people are willing to solve complex problems, cross that, and reach happy end, which is exactly why the reward is so high. If building $1 million business were a simple habit, everyone would have it and it would be worth nothing. The rarest thing in life, the golden standards of success, are found at the end of complex projects. They require your architect brain. You need to spend 2 to 4 hours a day in deep, deliberate practice to crack these codes. The architecture of success. So, how do they work together? Think of your life like a business. The money maker, the project, this is your core focus. It is complex and rare, and it is where your growth happens. This is the 500 hours you spent learning a new skill or launching a side hustle. The engine, the habit, these are the systems that support you. They must be simple. If a habit is too complex, you will quit. Your daily movements or your automated savings are the infrastructure foundation that keeps the light on while you work on the big stuff, the housekeeping, the task. These are simple things that can be delegated or deleted. We all have them in our life. The trap is very easy to fall into is habit tutorial, or as we call it, basically checklist, where you spend all day doing simple thing like checking off habit tracker watching another tutorial, and you felt productive because you did a lot of stuff. But if you weren't spending that focused time on your complex project, you are just maintaining a high performance engine that isn't actually driving anywhere. Now let's review that. The secret to zero friction decision making is knowing which is which. Projects should be reviewed before you start. You need a plan. Habits should only be reviewed after they are done. Don't think about the workout, just do the workout. Don't think about benefits of eating an apple a day. Just eat an apple a day to keep the doctor away. Once a project is finished, ask yourself, does this need to be a permanent habit to protect my progress, or can I let it go? So if you want to move from busy to high value, you need to stop fearing complexity and start using it as your moat. What is the one complex project you have been avoiding because it is too hard? Drop it in the comments below. Let's talk about how to build the habits that will actually support that goal. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're ready to start building rare and valuable life. I will see you in the next one.